for joining me for a new edition of the Welsh Mission News. Please join me in wishing Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II happy birthday. This week, Her Majesty reached the wonderful age of 94. In another news closer to home, Sister Donna Campbell, who passed away last week, a member of Cardiff Church and a valued NHS worker, will be buried this Friday, the 24th of April, in Port Talbot Cemetery. Throughout these past days, social media and news outlets have inundated with messages of sympathy, acknowledging her commitment to work and just how wonderful she has been as a friend, mother, and colleague. In light of the decision to extend the self-isolation period, we have decided in the Welsh Mission to suspend all events until the end of May. Our sponsors and pastors have been informed, as well as the executive committee, and we hope this will be the last time when we have to extend this period. As you can appreciate, we have taken this hard decision solely with your safety in mind and also keeping in line with the government guidelines. Now I would like to hand over to Hezron, who from last week has begun a series of presentations on creation principles. Today we're going to reflect on the second letter of creation, which is rest.
Now, there is no doubt about the value of a good rest. It is very essential that we put that in place in our daily lives, as it is very vital and important for us to re-energize ourselves, revitalize our mind, and reload. In fact, good rest stimulates the white blood cells, and white blood cells are key fighting mechanisms for diseases. And indeed is very important at this time in our existence as we combat the COVID-19 pandemic. Now, it can be quite challenging to factor this in our day, especially now where some are working from home, having to work from home, and children are at school, for those who have children at home. But whether it's in the morning, during the day, or at the end of the day, we can factor in, and I encourage you, implore you to look at ways to factor in time for rest. Now, rest can come in different forms. It could be sleep, it could be massage, it could be just imagining yourself on the white sandy beach, it could be praying, whatever it is. It's very, very important that we place that strategically as part of our daily lives. Now, there are six practical ways I want to share with you that we can think about using to improve our rest periods. Number one, pray. Now this is where we offload. This is where Jesus says to us in Matthew 11:28, "Come to me and I will give you rest." 1 Peter chapter 5 and verse 7 says, yes, you know it, "Cast all your cares on me because I care for you." That's number one, pray. Number two, sleep. Now I love sleep. And it's the time when our bodies rejuvenate and refreshes and stimulates growth hormones, and all of that repair takes place. Deep delta slow wave sleep, vitally important. Number three, deep breathing. Practice inhaling from your toes deeply, slowly for 5 to 6 seconds, and then exhale, doubling that time. You do that 3 or 4 times, you'll find yourself feeling refreshed. Your body feels rejuvenated because you're actually putting in a whole load of rich oxygen in your blood, controlled as well. So that's good. Number four, imagine yourself somewhere that is tranquil, that is peaceful. You're walking on the sandy beaches, or you're picturing heaven. Wow, what a glorious sight that is. That transports your mind, gets your heart rate low, and it regulates your body systems. Okay, number five, laughter. Proverbs 17 verse 22 says, laughter is the best medicine. Find a joke book. I don't know if you tell jokes, or if you have a friend who tells jokes, or like myself, I have a daughter who makes me laugh all the time. Laughter is good. She's right next to me. Anyway, laughter is good. She's good. Number 6, weekly rest. Hey, here comes the Sabbath. God said, hey, you don't have to worry about work. Just rest. In fact, Sabbath it's great because we can sing, we can worship, and rest is included in music. Check it out. So my desire for you is that you prosper and be in good health. Until we meet again, take care.
Thank you, Hezron. That was wonderful. Just to remind you, every week we have meetings happening across the mission. And I would like to point out the 100 Days of Prayer, which is a general conference initiative, and here in the Welsh Mission takes place every morning at 8 o'clock. Also, we have our mission-wide prayer meeting every Wednesday from 7 o'clock. And also starting last week, we had the children's time, when twice a week, on Tuesdays and Thursdays, Sister Eileen meets with children across the mission and have activities over the internet. We're also excited to hear from the pastor that the church is very much alive. In fact, just this week I received news from one of the pastors that we have members who are waiting to be baptized. Therefore, we look forward to the day when we're able to open our churches and celebrate with those who want to give their life to the Lord. Also, in the last few days, we have taken the decision to create a Welsh Mission WhatsApp group that will promote all events that are happening online. This group is entitled Welsh Mission Promo, and we can have up to 250 participants. And so far, many of you have signed up, and we hope you'll be able to benefit from this tool. Furthermore, from our discussion with pastors on Monday, we have decided here in the Welsh Mission to take the initiative and help those who are in need within our local community. Across the Welsh Mission, wherever your local church may be, we believe there are social care services, nursing homes, hospitals or care homes that are in great need of PPE or personal protection equipment. I would like to share that together with ADRA and Trans-European Division, we will seek to give support to every single church in the Welsh Mission who would like to make a difference in their local community. As we bring this news report to a close, I would like to introduce you now to Pastor Jeremy Johnson, one of our pastors here in the Welsh Mission, serving both as youth sponsor and pastor for Telford, Newtown and Shrewsbury churches.
From a young man, I sincerely believe that Jesus Christ was coming again to this world, and have spoken of this many times at home, church, with family, friends and even strangers. In many of our churches around the world, these same sentiments have been echoed over the days, weeks and months, and even years that Jesus is coming again. However, since the beginning of 2020, the words of Jesus in Revelation 22:12, "Behold, I come quickly," has somehow gained a renewed prominence amongst us today. We have been given a fresh sense of urgency with all that is happening around us today, that now is the time for a complete overhaul of our lives and even the very purpose of our existence. Let us take this unique opportunity to take the chaos and bring about a little peace and comfort to those around us who maybe have lost all faith, hope, or even themselves under the burden of this COVID-19 situation in which many did not see coming. Now is the time to truly reach out across the divide and help your fellow neighbour in any way you can, and don't worry if you think that there is nothing you can do, or if you only have very little. You see, little is much when you have nothing. A smile can go a very long way, and God's love knows no bounds. Let us go and share what it means to be a true Christian and help someone today. God bless you all.
Thank you, Pastor Johnson. We really appreciate the word of comfort, particularly at this time when we have to contemplate on the seriousness of the times in which we live. Friends, just before we go, I would like to ask you to help us make this Welsh Mission News more inclusive. I would like to give you a challenge that for the next days and weeks to come, to send in pictures or very, very short videos of what you are doing during this time of isolation. It could be that you are all worshipping together on Sabbath, dressed nicely, or you're working in the garden, or you're washing the car, or you're finally able to give that time to your hobby, and why not even helping somebody. please share those pictures or short videos, and I will make sure they will be included in the news feed. Thank you again for your support. Please stay faithful, trust in God, and remember, we will get through this by God's grace.